Me, T, aka Teopatra, and today I'm jump roping again. It's my cardio day. Today's Tuesday, also the day that I recorded this. Tuesday is ruled by the planet Mars, and Mars is about action. So on Tuesdays is the days that I do either my Hiit. Well, I do Hiit, and I just actually started doing cardio. If you watch my last jump roping video, then you know that. But the difference between that video and this video is that I'm actually doing my stretches in this video. And just like the last video, I did jump ropes. I said jump ropes. I did jump jacks, which I'm doing here. And I'm also going to do something a little different. I did jumping jack squats. You'll see after that. And last time in my other video, I did, I believe, 60... my phone kept going down. I don't know why. I guess it was because it was on low battery. But anywho, so I started with my stretches. I didn't show it in the last video because I did them in my room. But this time, my room was dirty and I forgot. So in my last video, I did 60 jumping jacks. This time I did 70 or 75, something like that. You can probably count them. And then I called myself trying to do 10 of these, but man, they was hard. I don't think I did 10. Well, as you can see, I stopped here. They was hard. I thought I was going to be doing like 10, 15 because, I did 5. I thought I was going to be doing like 15 to 20 because I can usually do. But yeah, these is warm-ups and they already they doing what they supposed to be doing. So these jump squats and these jumping jacks, I'm gonna keep doing these because they're pretty hard, so I'm gonna have to keep doing them until I get better at them. I already got the penguin walk going. So I was trying to gather my mind because there was a lot going on in my mind in regard to how I was gonna do this workout. But like I mentioned in the previous video, and yes, I'm gonna keep saying it because if you ain't seen anything, I'm gonna need you to go check that out. You hear me? I gotta figure out how to link it. Each video is getting better and better, but I just gotta figure out how to link it. Anywho, what was I saying? Oh, God. As you can see, this is what goes on in my head. Oh, yes. So, basically, I have the little interval app for jump roping on my phone. But this time I was like, I'm just going to I don't know what I was doing, honestly. I called myself trying to do timed. But for some reason, I didn't start the timer. Or I must have actually off of camera. I had turned on the interval app in my music because I was in the mood to listen to music because I've been listening to my Aquarius playlist, which I will link down below. It's on Tidal, you hear me? Yeah, I made it last year or 2 years ago. I think it had to be last year or maybe it was 2 years ago. But it'd be 2 years. But I made an Aquarius season playlist and I'm just, trying to finish that playlist out because I only started listening to it a week ago after I figured out, I have an Aquarius playlist. And it's the perfect playlist for working out. But I'm trying to, get into this Aquarius energy as we transition into Pisces season. So I will link that because that's, it's actually a pretty good playlist. But anywho, enough of that. Like I said, I called myself trying to, as you can see, I've just been going. I've been going for about, if I'm not mistaken, I might have just been trying to see how long I could go. So I was kind of getting into my jumping before I did an interval. Because what I'm going to do is, this is a 15-minute jump roping workout. Even though this video is 20 minutes, and before I edited it was 45, which I'm trying to figure out how that even happened. But I guess it happened because I was doing this and because I stopped 1,000 times. But as I keep doing my workouts, my jump ropes, I'll get better and better, of course, as you will. So this is going to be a follow along with me. Oh, I guess I set the timer. I don't remember. Oh, I didn't show it on camera at first. But basically, I might have set a timer for 3 minutes. So what I'm doing here is I'm setting my timer for, you couldn't see it, but it was 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I did 1 minute and 30 seconds. And the dishwasher is going on in the background. Hopefully you can't hear it. I'm not using my microphone. I'm using just the little mic on my phone. Bars. But anywho, the reason why I do the 30 seconds is to give myself enough time to make sure that my jump rope is all untangled and we aren't in a little entanglement before I try to get my little minute of jump roping. So technically I did more than 5 minutes or more. I did over a minute, but I didn't factor that in. That's why the video was so long, but it is what it is. I completed my first minute, and now I'm just stretching out my legs and my hips for a hot second, taking a little break. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was about to say I didn't rest longer than 30 seconds. That's a lie. So I put my timer on 2 minutes and 30 seconds this time. So the interval is going to be, and I'll write it in the description box, it'll be 1 minute and 30 seconds. Well, it'll be 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and then burnout. So that should be a total of 15 because you got 1, 2, 3, and that's 6. And then you got 1, 2, 3, so another 6 is 12. And then 3, 2, 1 is 15. So yeah, 15-minute workout with 1 minute interval and then 3. So what I did was, actually, I'll wait till we get to that part. Man, when I tell you I was straight tired doing these, like, usually I can go 2 minutes straight, but, like, that's when I have been jumping for a minute. Like, when I say a minute, like, I've been jumping consistently because I used to do 1,000 jumps a day, and then I would body 2 minutes, but since I haven't been jumping, like, last week when I jumped, the day after that, my legs was so sore. And it was crazy because after this workout, I was like, why do it feel like my glutes hurt? But it was because I did those jump squats and those jump and jack squats. They're really effective. I'm going to try to do more next time. So, yeah, I'm just completing this 2 minutes out. I was so freaking tired, but I did that. So I rested for about... Oh, yeah, that's when I realized that I did not start the freaking timer. So that's why I was like, my workout technically was longer than 15 minutes because there was about 5 minutes where I just did not actually account for it, which was okay because I took long breaks. Like, me working out for 45 minutes should not have been a thing because when I did it last week, it was like 30 minutes, which was pretty good. But it's progress, trial and error, so... Yeah, that 2 minute and 30 seconds that I thought I was doing, which I don't even know. Like, when I walked over to the phone, it was me checking the phone because I'm like, wow, that's a long 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So, I mean, obviously I can probably count for it by looking at the time on here, but yeah. So, like I was saying, this Aquarius workout is so good. I was listening to Facts by Kevin Gates, and I finished that set out and it went by so fast, I didn't even see what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was 3 minutes and 30 seconds because I just did 2 minutes. So, yeah, so if you think about it, if you take into account all the 30 seconds, that adds nearly like an extra 10 minutes to the workout. But I'm cool with that. I just wanted to make sure that, like, my goal is to try to get 15 minutes in as quickly as possible. So I want to be able to, like I was saying in the last video, I want to be able to jump for like 2 minutes straight without stopping, without resting, without tripping over my feet. Oh, and that's another thing I was going to say, like, don't get discouraged if you trip over your feet a lot. because it happens. This workout is mainly about breath. I said breathe. It's about breathing, breath control and form. So breath control is a part of your form. So what I do is I don't focus on how many I'm doing. I try to distract my mind from focusing on the time by paying attention to my breath. Making sure I'm breathing deeply in and breathing deeply out, like not doing too much. Just, because it's cardio, so it's pumping the heart extra. And as far as the form, the technique, I try to make sure that I keep my hands like at hip level, not too high up, not too low. Because it's easier to trip over your rope. It'll just be harder. But if you keep, like, honestly, this was the first time in all the years that I've been jumping rope where I felt it, like, really in my arms. Like, I'll feel it in my arms sometimes, but I was really feeling it because for some reason, it's like I can't really explain it. Like, I just don't know how. But it was like I was working my arms as well. So what I think I did a little bit differently was I had the rope. You see, I'm getting tired here. Yeah, I was listening to, what is it, Pandemonium by Rick Ross, Wale, and Meek Mill. Yeah, so I found that bringing the rope a little bit further than actually at my hips, like parallel to my hips, but a little bit forward in front of them, like you can kind of see, it made me activate my arms more. Or I don't know, like if it was because I actually did arm day yesterday, but yeah. So, I just did 3 minutes and now I'm going in with 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And this time I did, like, I was focusing on, because if you watch the last video, you've seen that I didn't really do like dynamic jumps. I just did straight regular jumps because it was my first time getting back into jumping after a while. So I wanted to push myself a little bit more today by doing more dynamic exercises every now and then. Because, like, once I get, like, a flow going, like, after I've been doing, like, jumping, like, for a few days out of the week. Because for the most part, I'm going to be jumping 3 days a week. And I had to fix my pants, like, a lot during this workout. I'm not going to wear these pants again. These are actually maternity pants, and I didn't realize that when I first bought them. I thought they were supposed to be, like, high-waisted, which obviously they are, but they're for pregnant ladies. And now I'm at the point where, like, they're so big in the waist because my waist is getting smaller, my body is changing. That's a good sign. But yeah, I will not wear these. And the reason why I wore them is because they have deep pockets, and I called myself, trying to have my phone in my pocket because I wanted to count my jumps. But that didn't even happen. So, like I say, everything you do is, trial and error. And at this point, I started tripping up. I don't know. Well, okay, I started tripping up because I had the rope a little bit too high up. So the lower the rope, like at your hips and then a little bit forward, and it'll be easier to keep it going without tripping up. So also, after I did the first 2-3 minutes, this may be the 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So I actually sped up. So in the beginning, I was like, I'm just going to go slow and steady. Because like in the last video, I was just focusing on the jump, like getting it out. That's probably why the workout went by so quickly too, because I wasn't doing too much. I was just trying to, do a quick little cardio session as I did. And that was the end of that set. So now you see me doing the 3 minutes and 30 seconds again. So I'm about to, this time I really started going ham, like after the 3, because I knew I only had 2 minutes and 1 minute left. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, so I knew that I only had 2 and 1 minutes left after this. So I really went in. I was like, I'm not going to, if I trip up, I'm not going to walk around and stop. I'm going to get right back into it. And I'm just going to stay focused and finish it out. Yeah, I was legit experiencing burnout at this point, which is good. That's what you want, because that's how you know your cardio is effective, especially for like a 15 to 20 minute workout. Because like I'm so used to doing workouts that are long, like 35, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. That's why the challenge for me is to do a shorter workout, also so I can make it easier to follow along with. But you know, the shorter the workout, the more I had to go in. And you see me, I really started to get my groove after a certain point with my high knees. And usually I'll just do regular high knees. Like that whole step thing that I was doing is something like I don't usually do, and I actually liked it. And honestly, if I had a better outfit on, like that outfit you see me wear in the last jump rope video, those gray sweatpants, those are like my perfect workout pants. That's why I love them, because I don't have the issue with them falling down on my waist. Like that really took away from the workout. I kept having to stop and fix them. That's annoying. So yes, this week my cardio days are Tuesday. Well, my cardio days are always, but for as far as this week, I have Thursday and Friday left to do jumping, and we'll see what that brings for us, because for Thursday, I might just go straight through and not even try to do too much, but just, well, for the most part, like I said, I'm not focusing on the jumps anymore. I just so happen to have it in my pocket, but the reason why I do the time, I don't know if like the music was throwing me off or what, but I feel like in the last video that I did when I jumped rope, it was easier for me to finish out the jumps. So I don't know if that's a good thing, like if the music distracts my mind and makes it harder for me, but I have to figure out either Thursday or Friday, one of the days I'll jump rope without music, and one day I'll jump rope with music, and see if I notice a difference. But I'm going to continue to do the same thing this week, where I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1. Or I might even just switch it up, but I'm definitely going to start with 1, 2, 3. I might do 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3 the next time. But it's definitely going to be just me going straight through. So at this point, if I'm not mistaken, I was listening to Meg Thee Stallion. You'll see which Meg Thee Stallion song I was listening to once I linked. And I'll put arrows next to the songs that I listen to. Like I'll link the playlist, but I will post the songs that I was listening to in the description box too. Oh yeah, so here's my last one, 1 minute and 30 seconds. And if you follow along with me today, let me know in the comment box. This is a video that you can always, not necessarily you don't always have to watch the video, but this is a workout you can always do. And if you followed along with me, like I said, let me know. I will eventually make the videos to where they're more like follow along style, instead of me just, doing on my own. But me just, I don't know. I want people to be able to follow along with me too, but I know whatever. It's good for me. It's good enough for me. Like, I kind of like it because it's like a do your own thing. Like, I didn't have any like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It was just like once I got into my groove, I felt comfortable, and I'm like, okay, let me get these high knees in. And high knees are good because they work the abs as well. So that's why I just kept trying to do them. And this is how I usually do my high knees, just straight through. And they're actually really difficult. So now I just put my stopwatch on, and I just went in. And I actually in my mind thought I was gonna go for like maybe 2 minutes. I thought I was gonna go longer than I did, but I ended up going for a minute because I reached burnout. And at that point I was like, you know what? And I did this also fasted. So after I finished this workout, I went and made myself a green smoothie with ginger and pineapple. I put ginger, pineapple, green apples, cucumbers. What else did I put in there? Oh, and a lime. Thank you so much for watching. Give your girl a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. That's all, folks.